Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by the channel. Today we're just going to do a quick distressed love is, or more aptly inspired by 1 Corinthians chapter 13. We've got some words that we'll cut out and apply, but first we want to take one of the fiberboard love signs from the DollarTree, and we're just going to quickly paint it. I'm using Folk Arts sheepskin chalk paint to do it, and I did speed it up, but I probably could have skipped some of this aspect. It does take quite a while to paint it, and as I was painting it I kept thinking to myself I wish I had spray painted it instead, but then I actually went back and decided to add a little bit of red and pink highlighting into it and distressing it, and it turned out, I love it. I think it turned out great, and it was super easy to do. So yeah, we're painting along. Paint, paint, paint. And if anyone's looked at the brush, yes, it is in fact a makeup brush that I'm using. I buy the cheap sets off AliExpress to use some of the brushes for when I'm doing painting of bath bombs and similar. And I never seem to have use for that larger brush, and I just happened to have it laying around, so I grabbed it real quick to use with this project because I couldn't find any other paint brushes. But it worked really well. So and it did do a good job of getting into all of the little crevices, and there were quite a few on this sign. Well, I am sorry for making you sit through all of this. I'd already edited the video and didn't realize just how long it did take for the painting. But we're almost there. For the red, I just used a drop of the regular acrylic paint. I believe it was Apple Barrel. And it was definitely a little too heavy on the brush, especially at first. So I kept blending it down and blending it down, and still, even with that, I wasn't exactly happy with the outcome. Here in a moment, you'll see me kind of disappear. And that is me kind of running into the kitchen just to quickly grab a paper towel to see if I could blend it down a little bit. Get some of that red off of there. And it did take a little bit off, but then I decided I still needed more to come off, so I went back and wetted it down. Which made it work much better for my purposes. And in terms of the distressing, it's a little hard to see on the video. It's much easier to see close up. I actually just used my fingernail to do grooves down into the paint and to make it look more like it was weathered and aged in certain places. there it was. The words are cut out using my Cricut. And actually, if you look in the description box below, I have a link to the project that I've shared if you want to do similar with the words already there. All but one of the fonts is a Cricut Access font. The one font that isn't is the Never Fails, and that is using a font called the Skinny. I did weld it together, so you may actually be able to get it to let you print without having the fonts. I don't know, you'd just have to try. I know it has worked for me before on other projects, so hopefully it'll work. But it was just quickly applying them. I did cut out where you see me trying to figure out where to put them. And I wasn't sure if I was actually going to use the word perseveres, which you'll see me apply at the very end. I did make some changes to that particular file or particular word in the file because I forgot to condense it down some, so it was a very tight fit to get it to fit. But again, basically this was inspired by 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 4 through 8. And I just thought it was a very cute project. As you see there, I actually did the is patient as two different pieces. I did the patient and then the is, so because there's so much space. But they all went down wonderfully. It's using Cricut Premium Glossy, so the outdoor vinyl stuck down wonderfully. This is where I decided I would have room for perseveres. As you notice, I didn't put anything on the O. That was because I decided I wanted to do the foam heart behind it, and that's just one of the foam hearts from the DollarTree, the pack of I think it was 12 of the red and pink. I cut it down so that it would fit behind the O, and then I just applied using some hot glue. And there we have it. Super easy, and I think it just turned out wonderfully. You can definitely see the distressing better in the picture that was at the beginning or the end, but I really thought it just turned out beautifully. And it's definitely one not just that you could use during Valentine's, but any time throughout the year. Thanks for checking out this video. And if you enjoyed it and want to see more, please subscribe, leave me a comment, let me know what other things you might want to see. As I said, the link to the cut file is available in the description. So thanks for stopping by.